A gang of vile pirates has descended upon the colony and is now bombarding it from orbit. Enter battle. Pay a tribute to the pirates, which will lower our profit factor by 3. Wait. Does it lower it, or does it just say it requires us to have a profit factor of 3? Or fight them off with the colony's own forces if we had security greater than or equal to 6. Security is up to 2. I think we're just going to enter the battle. We have a very powerful ship. I'm not going to pay pirates. That's encouraging more piracy. The 40k world is not particularly pleasant. It's super true. Like, in most stories we read about, you've got the good side and the bad side, you know, good versus evil. And in 40k, there really isn't a good side. We mainly follow humanity because we're humans, and so that's who we want to root for. But humans, like, the human Imperium is not a good place. We're not the good guys. We're just another version of bad guys. Like, you compare, say, the 41st millennium, Warhammer 40k's version of the future, to, say, Star Trek, which is also a far future space thing. And it's like, in Star Trek, where all the species have gotten along and have created their, you know, combined federation where they're all happy and wonderful together. Or Mass Effect, where you've got your council of all the aliens have decided to work together. And yeah, there's some fighting and some problems, but generally everyone has agreed. Yeah, I mean, there's very few sci-fi that takes place this far into the future. Most of them are reasonably close future. But the idea is, in most sci-fi that have lots of species, usually we assume that we've worked out our need for war and we've all agreed to get along. 40k is like, no, there's only war. There will always be war. We will be fighting forever in the hope that we can conquer these other species, but we won't. Alright, let's enter battle. Hopefully they don't have too many ships. It's probably fine. I think we did an upgrade after our last battle that allowed us to send out fighters rather than torpedoes, and we weren't sure.
My voice in prayer for this vessel and its hallowed guns.
Oh, it's Drukhari. The Drukhari have blocked some of your flagship's posts using an unknown xenos power. Your crew will regain control of these posts in several rounds. Okay. Humanity is terrible, it's just that most of the others are even worse. Yeah. I remember reading about the Tau when they got introduced into 40k lore. I think it was the Tau. And they were effectively good guys. And everyone was just like, what are you guys doing putting good people, like a good species, in 40k? And so in, I think, later iterations, they gave them more lore that turned them into equivalently terrible. But they appear to be more good guys. So we've got these two. I don't know what the weird, like, wavy look is on them. Shadow field, that's probably what it is. An eerie and unfathomable haze obscures the vessel. Enemies suffer a 25% penalty to hit chance while attacking from within 2-cell range, and a 75% penalty to hit chance when attacking from outside that range. Oh, so we've got to get close so that we minimize our hit penalty. The field is removed upon firing and has a chance to be re-engaged at the start of the ship's turn, or in response to enemy fire that causes hull damage. Okay. So we've got... No, not the torpedoes. I don't care about those. The ship. Do you have... Yes, so you do also have this shadow field. It's currently down because you fired. Same with you? Yes. So We should attack the ones whose shadow fields are down. But yes, we got torpedoes, and I was unsure if our interceptors replace them or if we could choose which to launch, and it looks like we can choose which to launch. So we can either launch our 4 torpedoes or we can launch a wing of Fury interceptors. Okay, cool. Well, while we're here, let's shoot at you, because that seems like a sensible choice.
Another salvo!
Okay. Then if we went here, we could hit you with our lance weapon and our forward. I doubt we're going to get in any sort of position where we can hit anyone with this. Could I ram you? If I was here instead... No. It's just the end of our movement. We can't quite get there. Oh, and they've now put up their cloaking field. Okay. So we're probably only going to get one shot. That's what it sounds like. Because then they're going to cloak. Although if I went here, then we'd be within the range for our other shots to hit. So do I want to hit with this first or with these? This does more damage. Do you not have shields? Because that looks like it's going straight to your hull. Alright. Not the torpedoes. You.
Bleed them!
Nice solid hit. It's a good chance of missing, but we're going to take the shot because why not?
Macro cannon, volley!
Okay. Can't do anything there. I think we'll put out our fighters.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Get them in the way to make it harder for them to ram us or do anything that way. And I guess that's the end of our turn. We got some damage on this one, but not as much as I would have liked. Okay. So if I don't know how to use you. Because ideally, I want you also shooting at their front. Well, they don't have shields, so it doesn't matter. I want you facing towards them, though. Which means this is the most sensible option. Or I could have them take out the torpedoes before they hit us. Because those torpedoes, I didn't think about them, and they are definitely going to hit me. And that will make me sad. No, just go here. We'll see if we can shoot at the torpedoes. But is there no attacking option? Oh, okay. That's how we attack. %100% chance to hit. Neat, but I think I want to take out the torpedoes. And if they blow up, are they going to damage that ship because they're right next to it? Don't know. Well, I'll call that a win. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage here. Because they're all going to be able to move up on us. And they're just cutting through our shields. Like, we have shields. Oh, and they're all attacking that single side. Yikes. Okay, we're back to us. Let's see. Swing run. Gain extra range. Warp wave to immediately turn a ship. That's always fun. Things are still better than they were. In the original release of the DE ships, did stupid amounts of damage. I don't know what you mean by the DE ships. Can I shoot back at this one? No. I was hoping that we could finish you off. I could do a swing run. Dark Eldar Drukhari. Okay. Cool. I don't think I can ram. I think they're too close.
Fire the lance batteries.
Get a solid hit there. Are you all just outside of that shot range? You are. That is rude. Well, you're within 2 squares, so our chances to hit are slightly improved. I could also shoot at this one because it's not cloaked. But I really want to start taking out ships rather than... Yeah. Rather than leaving ships half injured so they can still fight. That's not going to take you out. If I move forward, all I can do is move forward 1 square. That's the full movement available to me. But that would allow me... No, I still couldn't hit you. Let's do a warp wave on you. See what it does. Okay, you took some damage and turned. That doesn't help me with my maneuvering. I can't ram. I don't think I can actually do this swing run because I can't move past them. But if I go here, that'll at least allow me to shoot off to the side. %72%. That's not terrible.
Fire right now!
Then our macro cannons.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars.
Alright, we could put out another wing of fighters. And I'm inclined to do so. Looks like we have to go here.
Torpedoes locked.
And then there's no one on that side for that. Yeah, I think we're just stuck here. Just jammed up against these other ships. Yeah, I've heard the name Dark Eldar, but it wasn't coming to mind. Drukhari is what this game keeps calling them, so that's what I think of them as while playing the game. Alright, so you can shoot anyone here. %, chance to do a little bit of damage. You guys don't do much damage. That 100% is feeling pretty good. Okay, there's some decent damage. And you also can't maneuver. Ship must reach one of the end phase cells to end their turn. But it can't. Like, all those squares are illegal. Drukhari is a relatively new term for you. All the time you were playing tabletop, they were the Dark Eldar. Yeah. I think when I was playing the Dark Heresy, which is a tabletop role-playing game of the Inquisition, I think they were referred to as the Dark Eldar there as well. Games Workshop did a drive to replace all generic names with ones they could trademark. Okay. That makes sense then. I can't get you to self-destruct or anything. Surely the game has some way I'm supposed to carry on if I can't move. Like, I can't click these squares. There are ships there. Like, what? I'm unsure of how to proceed. But I can't imagine that they actually didn't consider this. Please, let me end game. Or end turn. Just restart, don't box yourself. I mean, most of that boxing myself was them boxing me. I'm gonna Google it. Which I know is not the most exciting. Never managed to get into this particular situation, so no idea. I triggered your phone by saying Google. Ha. I'm not seeing anyone else mention it. Yeah, I see no one, at least based on my Googling, I'm not seeing anything. So, is there a load game? I'm going to restart the combat. As dumb as I feel that is. We got super stuck. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that situation. Like, at least with torpedoes, you're able to destruct them. But with the fighters, you can't. Super odd. Okay, so we need to make absolutely sure we're not getting too jammed up against these ships, because that turned out real poorly. But yeah, I didn't realize that the ships we were facing, when it said, oh yeah, you got to deal with some pirates, I didn't realize it was going to be Dark Eldar. Alright, well first we will shoot at you. They also didn't put up their shields this time, which strikes me as odd. You've got your shield now. I could... Oh, we've got different people with their abilities unlocked. So we've lost our warp abilities, but we've gained the new heading, so we could turn sharper, which means we might... No, we're not going to get into a spot where we could actually shoot you to finish you off. They hide after getting hit once. It's camouflage, not a shield. Yeah. But last time they started out with like half of them camouflaged. So I thought it was just how it was supposed to be. No, we gotta go a little farther. Okay, that would allow us to shoot your torpedoes. We have to go here to hit you.
This one's going down.
Good solid hit. That really only takes out one of their torpedoes. So our fighters can take out all of them in a single shot. But our main ship can only take out one torpedo. Sure. Also, the fact that they say that you have to get within 2 squares of them to deal with their mischance. But getting that close feels like I'm trying to get myself heavily boxed in. I feel like I want to take out the torpedoes. Just to be certain. Because torpedoes do a lot of damage. And then we will send out more of these fighters. Put them over here. And I can't shoot anything over here. So we'll end our turn there. And we're not as jammed up against each other. Now you... From here, you can... Yeah, you can easily take out the torpedoes. And then still move farther around. There we go. More space between all the ships. Perfect. So I definitely should have attacked them, although it was only like a 36%, so we probably would have missed anyway, so it's fine. so much damage. They're just chewing through our shield. They just attack our hull basically directly. Not certain why we don't seem to have a shield against their attacks. Yeah, our ship's already half dead. This may not work out well for us. Okay, you're attacking a different side where we should have different shields. Okay, back to us. I'm probably going to want to either swing run, which points me back facing this direction, which would be good. Or we could do the new heading. But I don't think that gets us a sharp enough turn to what I need. So let's do the swing run. We went here.
Set the course.
Then we've got a good shot on a lot of them. Still not killing shots, though. But I think I want to take out these smaller guys as we can, because they should be quicker to finish off.
Fire the last batteries.
I moved to here. No one's within range of any of my shots. I could use this to increase my shot range, just so I could hit someone with that. Not a bad call. I'm guessing here doesn't get me anywhere close now. No, we're gonna have to go here. Then use this to give us +2 range. And that gets just you within range, right? Yeah. Well, then I'll take it.
Another salvo!
Let's send out another set of fighters.
Annihilate them!
Alright. If you were here, you could shoot no one. Well, darn. You're just facing the wrong way to actually get over there to help. Just so close, but can't pull it off. I mean, it's the best we can do with you, so go there. Maybe you'll soak some of their attacks, if I'm lucky. Now you can actually get to places. Let's put you there and have you... I don't think you're going to take them out. Unless that's just for a single shot, because I think you have a double shot. If we're lucky, that'll kill. That is, in fact, a kill. Fantastic. I could try and jam them up some. If I went here. Maybe that would make it difficult for them to move. Okay, they're gonna get shots on us. Yeah. Okay, you've put out some torpedoes. Fine. Oh, and they didn't move. That did in fact seem to work. Alright, from here I can already shoot at these guys. Do I think any of my interceptors can take care of that torpedo? Because I don't really feel like wasting my shots there.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
That didn't do as much damage as I would have hoped. I can get a shot on you from back here. Chances are going to be low because they've got their dodge stuff going on. I can hit you again from here. Only 32. It's not ideal. So what if I did go somewhere like this? Then I've got you in both shots. And then from there, I could still potentially maneuver away a bit to hopefully be out of their direct line of fire. Oh, but first I want to take this shot on someone. Which probably has to be them at this long range, low chance.
This one goes down.
Nah, it was still a hit. I'll take it. I think if we go here, if we're here, I think that's still too far away for me to get this shot with reasonable accuracy. Yeah, gotta be within 2 squares. So if we move forward to here, that should count as 2 squares, I assume, and it does.
Macro cannon, volley!
Only got 1 hit.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Then do we move all the way here? Ooh, I have my warp options as well. We could do a shallow jump. To get farther away. Since they're currently jammed in place, but they won't be after my interceptor moves. And they'll be moving this direction. So maybe it'd be smarter for me to move here and then warp jump forward. Because I would hopefully be more out of their range when they're forced to move forward. Seems reasonable. Yeah, let's warp jump forward to there. And I think that's the best I can do with my ship. Now here... I was hoping that this one would go first so it could move out of the way, and then this one could move into that spot, because that would be funny. Oh, you're right. I should have thrown out torpedoes or something. I probably should actually have you deal with their torpedoes. Because I really don't want to be dealing with torpedoes. And then you have to move at least 1 square. If I move you to here, do you have enough movement to move forward 1 more square? That's the question. I don't know. First of all, while you're here, don't move. Just see if you can take this one out. You can. Which damaged him, but not ourselves. And then you can go here and still block him off. It's so rude. Alright, they're going to attack my interceptors, and that's fine. Oh, you are able to move quickly. You've put out new torpedoes, of course you did. Yeah, the fact that we only hit 1 torpedo strikes me as weird. So we do a lot of damage there. Much less with that one. So we'll want to take this shot as our starting salvo.
Macro cannon, volley!
If we did new heading, we could turn sharper. Would that get us within a line, or do I want to do a swing run? Turning ourselves around. I think we'll go with new heading. Could also do that. 32 though is so bad. Swing run, broadside, other side. I don't think we are going to get into a position with a swing run where we could... Oh, swing run, right, not the new heading. Swing run would allow us to use these, but only if we got all the way back to where we are now, and I don't think we do. I think it stops us, like, back here. Yeah, the flagship flies in a straight line, making a full U-turn at the end of its movement, and can choose its final position from 3 directions. So yeah, our final position is one of these 3. So we will not be able to use this gun regardless. Question is, which one do I think is more likely that I'll be lined up with this attack and this attack? I was positioned here, probably is going to be having me face maybe directly this way or maybe diagonal, I don't know. Well, I know I'm within range here. We're not going to get within the 2 cell cycles here. Is that true? No, we could get within the 2 range with this. Alright. I'm getting ideas. If I got to here, do I think they would be within the line of shot there? Probably not. For that. I'm going to go with this one. Because from here, we can easily get within the 2 range for this weapon. No, it's still showing 32%, even though that should definitely count as us being within range. Even from here? Well, let's go here, and then we'll figure out our options from there, because I don't know if the numbers are calculating from our current position. They were not. Okay. 72%.
Fire right now! Another notch on the macro cannon.
Perfect. Then from here, they are within range. If I moved forward another one, I think that puts them out of our shot. So let's go here. Which way are you guys facing? You're heading that way, so we are not in danger from those torpedoes, unless they have crazy turn that I doubt they have. 32% is not great, but we'll take the shot anyway.
Fire the launch battery.
Okay. We could technically turn them, but I'm kind of happy to have them jammed up on our interceptors. So, end turn. Wait, why is my interceptor... Oh, right. Oh, and I forgot to send out my torpedoes again. It's like, why is my interceptor moving on its own? It's because I have to give it... It has a couple of turns and then it's forced to return to our ship. I think take those shots. Go here. Let's see if that leaves you one more movement to move forward, and it does. This is just a jerk move that's super funny. Torpedoes are rather useful against these guys. Yeah, but the interceptors also seem to be very good. I could have tried taking out their torpedoes, but I think they're heading that way. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be disappointed, but I think that's the case. Yep. They're just heading off. Slowly coming around towards us, but I'm not super scared. I go here. You are both within shot range, but you have your shields, so it's probably better. Actually, this one would be within the 2 squares, but not from where I'm shooting at it. And if I'm turned there, then I can't make that shot. I've got to be facing forward. Lance? I can use the lance from here. Chances are terrible. But we're planning to turn towards them. So I could go here. I'm within 2 squares then. So then I would have a good shot. I could hit with my forward gun, my lance, and my macro cannons. And then I could move over and hit with my left side guns. All on this, all within the 2 cell range. I think that's probably my best call. $32. I'm definitely within 2 squares of you. I don't know. There's something about that that's not working out the way I expect it to. It's also doing very little damage to these guys. 0 to 4, 0 to 9. Alright, take the shot. It's a miss. Yeah, why are our chances so bad? Is it not counting us as being close enough? Then I shall get closer. There we go. Not sure why being back there didn't count as being close enough.
Macro cannon! Volley! Another salvo!
Do I just stay parked here? Probably not. I think we're gonna get hit regardless. Actually, I could teleport again. I could even go here and then teleport forward there. But I think getting more behind them makes more sense.
Lay in the course!
Let's do a warp jump. Yeah, and let's send out another set of our fighters.
Torpedoes locked!
I think we're gonna win this. It was seeming a bit iffy early on, but jamming them up works surprisingly well. Oh, this is gonna immediately head back. It's not gonna allow me to shoot. That's a problem. Yeah, it's immediately coming back to my ship. Not ideal. Alright, you can't jam them up, unfortunately. So they're gonna finally have freedom to move. Can you take out either of them? Maybe this one. Oh, good explosion. They've got 9 health left. And all they've got is just that one 9 health ship and then these torpedoes. You gonna run? No, you're gonna stay fighting. Okay. No. Just drop some torpedoes and then leaves. No, okay, you are gonna keep fighting. And those torpedoes are just not facing us at all. I mean, let's do another new heading for a sharp return. I guess I don't want to get too close because sometimes ships explode. I don't know why my interceptors never take damage from that.
The time has come.
So let's shoot you.
Fire the last battery.
Located through blessed plasma fire.
Oh, do I actually have to take out their torpedoes before it's counted as victory? Barely out of range. It's probably fine. I don't know if I actually want to give them a new heading. It does damage, but I don't know how that applies to torpedoes. And I wouldn't want them to accidentally turn more towards me.
Set the course.
So, yeah, I could give myself more range to get a shot off with either of them. So I might as well. You're 2 for 14, 4 for 21. Well, that's an obvious choice.
Fire right now.
Okay, you did manage to take out 2 torpedoes. And we'll send out another set of fighters. I don't know where their other set of torpedoes went. Maybe they blew up. Oh yeah, we only have 1 set of torpedoes left. So let's send you, take your shot, and that'll be victory.
Another victory of 2.
And Dark Eldar down.
Lord Captain.
The level up of our ship, perfect. Whole bunch of scrap that's basically all going to go into repairing our ship. But well done. Expeditious reload. Reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Okay. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post per, for one turn. Reinforced shields. The chosen sector of the flagship's void shields is reinforced until it suffers damage. Has an increased chance of absorbing enemy attacks and loses only half of its strength when absorbing damage. That's neat. Overloads the enemy shields, redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. It has a hollow field. It loses several of its charges. But it expends 25% of our shields. Strafe, I think, would have been useful in multiple times. Yeah, the fighters are super amazing. I'm glad I have them. Invulnerability scan. Flagship's augers scan an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage dealt to a weak point is increased by 30%. I think I will go with Strafe. Oh, this gives us new options. So a lot of the same ones, but then some new ones. Choose ultimate post abilities, as opposed to just normal abilities. All hands on deck. Flagship's torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 torpedo salvos instead of 1. 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 20 points in the Master Cannonier's demolition skill. So when we fire torpedoes, we fire 3 torpedoes rather than just 1? That sounds great. Flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate an enemy ship, starting internal fires and possibly causing engine damage that cripples the ship for 1 round. Can only be used once per round. Lasts for 1 round for every 10 points in the Supreme Commander's persuasion skill. Supreme Commander, so is that talking about our Supreme Commander? Okay, Supreme Commander is Cassia. Yeah, so these are just flagship post abilities. These are ultimate post abilities. Okay, so this one's Supreme Commander. This one is Master Cannoneer, who is Argenta, who does have a pretty good demolition skill. Imperium Storm. Flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals from 8 to 14 warp damage. Can only be used once per battle. Plus 1 round for every 10 points in the Warp Channeler's lore warp skill. I assume Warp Channeler is me. It is, and I have a good lore warp. Definitely tempted by that. So this would be if we'd grabbed the shields, which we haven't. Maximum overdrive. Flagship speed is increased by +2 and its maneuverability is increased by +1. Bonus damage dealt by voidship ram based on distance traveled is increased by 100%. So it just makes us move better for 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 20 points in the Master of Maneuvers athletic skill. Premonition. The flagship's augers scan the area for favorable tactical positions. While the flagship is in such a position, its evasion is increased by 35%. 2 rounds plus 1 round for every 20 in the awareness skill. And then these are the things we already had, so we could skip getting one of these ultimate posts to just grab a basic normal post. I really like this Imperium Storm, but I'm curious if only one enemy is within an 8-cell range. Do we attack that single enemy 7 times? Or do we only get a single hit? I also like the all hands on deck. I'm going to go Imperium Storm. Yeah. Feels good, but I guess we'll have to see how it actually plays out. So there we are. Ultimate abilities. Okay, your ship now has access to an ultimate ability. It can drastically change the tide of battle. Try using your ultimate ability and see for yourself. Note that you can only use one ultimate ability per combat. Makes sense. Ultimate abilities are so powerful that they take a significantly longer time to recharge. When using ultimate ability, be aware that they may still be on cooldown the next time you enter battle. Really? Huh. So that cooldown can last between battles. That seems a little weird, but okay. Ship's ultimate cooldown bar gradually fills up on each of your flagship's turns in combat at the end of each battle and as a result of certain events during space exploration. Okay. We'll see exactly how that works later. Let's repair our hull for 43 scrap. That's actually not bad. But I definitely want my hull fully repaired. We could... No, we can't actually level it up. It says it costs 305 scrap. We have 283, and it's like, do you want to do it anyway? I mean, the button's allowing me to click it. Not enough scrap. It's like, hang on, we just hadn't reloaded the button. You can't actually upgrade that. The RAM, I think, still gives us... Increases RAM damage and reduces void... No, this is only for ramming. I was hoping that it, in some way, would help out. Less damage... Less protection, but doubled against enemy blast attacks. Is that better? I just saw it glowing and was wondering if maybe I should be looking into that. Reduce RAM. Oh, you think I should reduce RAM so I can upgrade the hull? I mean, since I never use the RAM, or rarely use the RAM, I used it once. It did a lot of damage to my ship as well, and I haven't bothered trying it again. But yeah, I could reduce that and then upgrade our hull so that we're even tougher. It's not a bad call, since you can downgrade and upgrade freely without penalty. Might as well. Alright, Foulstone, anything further you want to say after all of that? My guess is no. No, doesn't seem to be anything going on. Also only used it once? Yeah. RAM seems like an odd choice. Now, while I'm down here, do I want to go check out the Imperium? Yeah, and only going in a straight line is limiting. Often you're not facing conveniently directly towards the ship, where RAM helps.